Hello guys, this is IonsTheKrew, aka IonsTheKrew. Just call me Ions. Today I have a guest with me. We're doing a dual comm kind of thing. We're doing a collaboration. So I'll let him introduce himself.
Hi guys, my name is JaianMusic. I'm a musician on YouTube, and so yeah, what I do really quickly, I do music. I do mainly hip hop music. I'm currently studying at Algonquin College in Music Industry Arts to become an audio engineer, and so yeah, I do a lot of different content on YouTube, mainly audio content, podcasts, a lot of hip hop music. I do some video game music too, so I'm a bit all over the place, and I'm so stoked to be here, man. It's gonna be an amazing comm.
So if you're watching this on his channel, you're probably wondering who am I? So I'm IonsTheKrew. I'm the #1 COD commentator in Ottawa, which is the city we both live in. And I just do a lot of gaming videos, mostly Call of Duty. I'm a Call of Duty enthusiast. I like to do commentaries over random gameplays. I play the sport competitively and pub stomp. That's basically what I do. So let's get right into this collaboration. What we're gonna do is we both have 3 questions to ask each other, and that's basically it, as simple as that. So I'll start off with my first question. So most small YouTubers on YouTube or new YouTubers starting find it hard to upload consistently and motivate themselves. How do you motivate yourself to upload consistently and just have motivation to keep doing YouTube?
Well, basically, what I do is I do music, and I'm from the beginning of my since the beginning, I've always been passionate about music, so I've always had that main drive there and wanting to always uploading, being consistent in all my content. But I think one thing you want to do is it's bring a source of happiness to your life. Like being on YouTube, being a YouTuber is something I truly enjoy. I get to do get to do collabs with other people, which is always fun. I get to meet a bunch of people. I get to have a bunch of awesome opportunities coming my way. And another thing I think that goes into that question too is maybe sometimes you get writer's block or you're not feeling as motivated about a particular series or project you're working on. I have many different projects I juggle all the time. So if I'm bored with one or I have writer's block for one, I just toss it aside and work on another project. I always have like 3 or 4 projects going on like that. I always have something to do to upload. I try to upload weekly, and so far this year I've been doing pretty good. I think I missed 1 week, and I think at the end of the day, what makes you the happiest is what you should do. If you think you can only do it twice a month, do it twice a month. You're still being consistent because you're doing it twice a month. But at the end of the day, I think you just have to enjoy what you do. At the core is enjoying what you do. Don't take it as homework. Don't take it as, oh man, I gotta put a video up this week. What should I do? I'm gonna film my cat jumping off a cliff. No, do something that's actually enjoyable and something you can actually upload and play, something that people can be entertained by.
Wow,
So yeah.
those are crazy words. I would have said something along the same lines, like those are very like passionate, you know?
Yeah, you have to have passion, and you have to be, you have to have the drive. Like for yourself, you do a lot of gaming videos, and you're #1 in Ottawa, and that's what you're passionate about, and that's your pride, and that's what you love to do. So obviously, you're gonna be consistent at it. You gotta find that passion. You gotta find that drive, that will to keep going.
Yeah, I don't know if you want me to ask my second question or if you want to ask yours and then
Yeah,
I
I'll go with mine. I think it'll be cool to do a bit of a switch up.
Yeah,
So so for the people here who don't know, the way we met is through this magazine at Algonquin College called Glue Magazine. Some girl did an article on 3 YouTubers, and I was one of the 3, and so was Justin over here. And basically, there was a description in the magazine about something about how you got discovered by Soulja Boy, and so that, like, when I read that, I almost crapped myself. I was like, what is this about? What, like, how did you manage that? Like, I for the people who don't know, like myself, like, how did that go down? How did you meet up with it? Can you kind of describe that entire experience? What was it like and everything?
yeah. Basically, I was gaming, and then one of Soulja Boy's artists or gamer, I should say, came to me, and he just like questioned me and everything. And then he ended up like talking with Soulja Boy about me, and then Soulja Boy, he fucked with what I had, and he enjoyed what I was putting out there for my fan base. And then so he came to me, he asked me to join the crew, and obviously I'm gonna say no. Obviously I said yes. What the hell am I saying? You never.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
you would never say no to something like that. You
No
always,
way, yeah.
Yeah, you always say yes. You take everything that you get. So I said yeah, but then I ended up leaving like before my 1 year hit. So Soulja Boy he is my favorite artist. If you guys didn't know, he's one of my favorite rappers. And so like I left it because I wasn't feeling YouTube anymore, and I felt that I was putting the group down, I guess you could say. So I left it for the best of the group. But then he said I'm welcome back whenever, basically. So then I came back recently, I would say like 3 months ago, and I'm just grinding for my team right now. I talk with Soulja Boy. I'm mostly like independent. I'm a gamer and I'm a promoter for the team, basically.
That is the coolest thing ever. Like, just the fact, like, how do you feel like you met Soulja Boy? Like, not a lot of people can say that. Not a lot of people can say, oh, there's a YouTube career. I can't say I met like a famous artist like Soulja Boy. So like, where does that rank on the is that like the coolest thing you've ever done? Is that like the lowest thing? Like, no, obviously not the lowest, but like, where does that rank? Probably the biggest accomplishment, or like?
Yeah, I'd say that's one of my biggest. And he helped me with a lot of things. Like, he helped me meet with other artists like Rich the Kid, A Golf. All the people signed with the label. I got to speak with them, and we still talk to this day, and it's amazing getting to like listen to their music before everyone else and just all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty freaking awesome, man.
So I guess I'll ask my second one.
Fire away.
It's probably a simple question. You probably get this a lot, and it's
Yes, I would agree with that.
But it's basically, what microphone do you record your music with? Because I know you do a lot of music and just shit like that. So like, you obviously have a good microphone or a semi-decent microphone, and people probably ask you this a lot. So
yeah, so I use an AT-AT microphone by Audio-Technica, and basically it cost me around $300, and it's a great microphone. It's absolutely amazing quality, and so like I got to the store and I asked, I have around $300. What kind of microphone should I pick out? And the guy goes up to the shelf and he's like, oh, you should grab this microphone, the Audio-Technica AT2035. I was like, okay, so what's this microphone like? Why should I pick it out? It's quite a bit of money. Obviously college students don't have the most money in their bank, and so they told me it's a really good mic because what I wanted to do is for like professional projects to a certain extent. I try to make my music as professional as possible, and he told me that it has all these great features like high pass filters. This is like audio frequencies we're talking about. I don't want to go too complicated for your viewers to be like, what is this? What are you talking about? But basically, it's basically designed for critical home project and professional studio applications, is what he told me, his exact words. And I was like, wow, that's great. It's a cardioid studio condenser microphone, and it's amazing quality. I've used it for everything. I use it on my instruments. I use it for my vocals. I do a lot of voiceovers too, and all this kind of stuff. And this microphone cost me like $300, but like I've won like contests thanks to it and everything. So it paid itself back. You know what I mean? So it was a great investment.
Yeah. I was about to get that microphone actually, but then I went with the Blue Yeti because at first I didn't have the passion for YouTube, but I'm gonna upgrade to a better microphone obviously in this summer. So probably, I don't know, I'll probably get that microphone or a better microphone. We'll see what money I have. Yeah, for sure. All right, I'm gonna go with my question. Okay. This might be the corniest question ever, but I'm just gonna ask you because I think it's really something that I would like to hear your answer for. Yeah, I think on YouTube, what do you enjoy the most about like being a YouTube gamer or be a part of the YouTube gaming community? You see, I don't do YouTube gaming, so I'm not very familiar with that. But what do you enjoy the most out of being a YouTube gamer and the community and everything that like comes along with the perks of being a YouTube gamer? The thing I enjoy the most is like playing the game and then joining like a lobby and then having someone like scream your name and just like, oh my god, it's Ions or whatever, like he's a beast, and just like they recognize me from YouTube, or like they recognize the team I'm in, like, oh my god, he's in Team Rain, blah blah blah, and just it puts a smile on my face every day. Yeah, the recognition. Yeah, it's just like the community is so small and it's great. I love it, but there is a lot of downfalls to the community that I hate, but that's not the question. So yeah, well, do you want to touch that really quickly? Maybe if there's anything, like if there's like maybe one point that if there's a downfall, is it falling apart? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, I'd probably say it's one of the worst communities on YouTube because it's all like competition obviously, and everyone will like, they want to be the best, so they'll do whatever it takes to get your channel like terminated, shut down, like they'll get your docs information and just release it for people like to hate on you and just like drop you. Oh my god. Yeah, it's like it gets that intense on the community.
Wow. Well, yeah, the
Yeah.
music community is a bit. It's not like that. Like people will hate and people will like throw crap your way once in a while. But it's a lot more about networking and helping each other out just to succeed. That's mostly the love I've been getting. I've been like, you always get your haters here and there, but like
Yeah.
I love having haters because it's the famous quote, they hate us because they ain't us, you know.
Yeah.
So I just go back to that. But yeah, no, that's really weird though. Wow, they're really competitive. I never would have thought of that. Wow.
So as we were talking towards the start a little bit about Glue magazine, as you were saying, we were both featured in the Glue magazine, Ottawa student magazine, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Was that something you were expecting to happen in your career, or was it like just came to you randomly?
I never would have thought in a million years I would see my face in a magazine. Even more my face during Movember in a magazine. But because if you guys don't know the magazine, the magazine, go to, if you live around Algonquin, go pick it up. It's in every single book stand. And you go to page 11 and you look, and there is I'm in the middle, and this picture was taken like late November, and I have like the biggest stash. But that's not the question. Anyway, no, I would have never expected to be in Glue magazine. It's absolutely insane, and it's like the coolest thing in the world. I think it's so awesome. I'm so grateful and so thankful, and I appreciate that because when you think of it, there's 20,000 students at Algonquin College, you know? If half of those people look at the magazine, and let's say half of those people come across that page, that's 5,000 potential viewers you just gained. So it's huge exposure, and like one of my goals for 2015 was definitely as much exposure as possible, and like just get my content out there as much as possible by doing collabs featuring a magazine. So it definitely falls in that pocket, and I think also I never would have expected it, and it's so beneficial to me. So I'm so grateful to be in the magazine, and yeah, I never would have expected it, and it's super awesome.
Yeah, shout out to Glue magazine. Have you ever like walked down the hall in Algonquin and they like recognized you from in the magazine, or that didn't happen yet?
Happened to me once. Some girl stopped me and she asked me if it wasn't the magazine, and I was like, yeah. She's like, where does Stash go? It's like, and so I thought it was really funny. It happened to me once. Yeah. What about you? Did anybody recognize you?
One of my mom's friend actually sent her a picture on her phone, and she's like, I recognize that last name, and then that was me, so.
Isn't that the coolest thing in the world? Like,
Yeah.
it's insane. All right, I'm gonna go with my question, and this might be a question that's gonna take a little more time to answer. But as you said, you're a COD enthusiast, right?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how many games have been released, but obviously the game has grown. And how many? Do you know how many? Obviously, you know how many how many COD games have came out?
I don't know exactly how many, but I've only played 4 of them.
Okay, you've only played 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because my brother's a huge COD fan, and when I told him I'm gonna do this collab with you, he's like you're gonna ask him this question. So obviously this is for my little bro. I just wanted to ask you, in that case, out of those 4 games that you've played, could you tell me? Could you maybe like touch upon the evolution of COD and how that game has grown as an entity and as a game series, and why is it so revolutionizing, and why is it like one of the top selling games, and why is it so big, you know? And like, yeah, your thoughts on COD and how it's grown and everything that surrounds it, basically.
I think it's grown because like every year they put out something different. Like every game's different. Like all these people say it's the same thing every year, but no, it's really different. Like this year's Call of Duty, they introduced like bouncing around off walls, jumping in the air, flying. Whoa. Basically. And like that put a change in it. Like you've never had a Call of Duty where you could like jump more than 2 feet in the air, but now you could like double jump Mario, and it's just like it's crazy. It changed the community, and like the competitive side of it. It's brutal to watch. It's fun. It's addicting. Let's just say that.
It's addicting?
Yeah, the game's addicting. Like you'll hate it because you'll die and you'll do bad one game, but every year you're gonna buy it, and you know for facts you're gonna buy it. So like people hate on it, but they're gonna buy it.
Right. I think it's gonna be really a really challenging thing, and making and I never thought it would be possible to like make like the content that you produce is so good and it's so consistent, and you have such a good following behind you starting out, and all these great things are happening to you. And who would have thought that would have happened because of a video game. You know, like did you ever think of that? Did you ever picture in a million years that?
No, honestly, as I was growing, I thought people who played video games were like, you know, nerds and stuff. And then like I got into it and I was like, oh my god, this is actually really fun. And then I started recording myself and just uploading it. And like as much as I got bullied, you know, I'm gonna stick with my passion. I'm gonna do what I want and have fun with it. Like you said, you gotta like upload what you think is good and have fun with YouTube.
Exactly. I think it all goes back to consistency, uploading very frequently like that. You know, your viewers aren't left hanging, and you do have some content for them. Yeah, no, this has been an amazing double comp for sure, man.
Yeah, we'll for sure do another one if our both our viewers enjoy what we have to post.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be awesome.